The Mercedes E53 AMG. You wanted to see this one especially. They have now renamed the 43 to 53. We'll tell you some more about the differences later, but of course deliver you everything on exterior, interior and a sporty driving experience with this powerful AMG model. You've already seen that we have the Estate or T-Modell as we call it in Germany for today, but everything we tell you will count for both sedan and the Estate model. There will just be the trunk that is the difference, everything else will be the same. In the front, the E53 features my favorite Mercedes grille with this diamond pin, also with a special AMG logo. Then the sensors are hidden behind the Mercedes logo. 4,92 m or 16'1", or should I better now say 194 inches. We had that discussion now lately if I should better put the US measurement in inches than in feet. Give me your feedback to that, please. Today 3 measurements, but I want to really limit it to 2. That's enough, I think. 19 inch it starts with the E53. That's also what we have today, together with winter tires. I think that's also a good choice. If you go for bigger rims, they might reduce the comfort. Here also with a dual tone trim. A strong horizontal layout here for the rear design with the chrome stripe here across the car, and then this, if you look at that detail at the rear lights, this crystal design, very beautifully done. In general, the E-Class offers a 2-liter 4-cylinder engines and 3-liter 6-cylinder engines, both for petrol and diesel. And of course for the petrol also the 4-liter 8-cylinder for the 63 AMG models. This one the 53 AMG models, replacing the 43 models, here also with a nice engine cover. This one now also a mild hybrid, so 435 horsepower plus 22 horsepower EQ boost, 48 volt board net, and you can also recuperate in this bigger battery then for fuel economy and also for more boost a little bit. 4.5 seconds is the acceleration figure to 100 kilometers or 62 miles an hour. And of course, always with all-wheel drive here. Let's experience the interior together. Here this aluminum mesh style as a deco element integrated with the ambient light. Then the Burmester surround sound system, it's an option. Great sound. Inside of the doors does allow some bigger bottles. Then those seats here, those are the optional performance seats. You get normal sport seats with the AMG 53 as a base. I would recommend those because those performance seats here, they have bigger shoulder area and stuff and lower thigh area. They hold you tighter. Better for the racetrack maybe, but not for everyday driving. Inside, no shoe tip today because my feet are all clean. So, yeah, I mean, it's the classic E-Class seating position. So you sit not too low. You have a good overview still, although it's not a small vehicle. Interior usually starts with analog instruments on the left with a very small screen, and on the right 8.4 inch. This one is the option with 2 times 12.3 inch. Of course, that looks pretty impressive. And you also get the better GPS system. The base GPS system with a small screen is horrible. So that's the biggest reason to go for the bigger screen here than with the command system. However, you can also, for example, pick the big one here and then stay with the analog on the left. That's also totally okay. I've seen that already. And the head-up display will feature the speed, the allowed speed or direction, but also some GPS information if you have set a direction too. The infotainment system is not touch yet as the new MBUX. This one is not the new MBUX, but it's the recent iteration of the older system. Here again, GPS. It's not flickering, by the way, in real life. It is somehow okay from the responsiveness. Overall, you can be satisfied. The MBUX voice control is, of course, working better than this one here, but you already have one. Also the nice ambient light here at the inside of the doors for the rear seats. Then, when I have the seat as I would be driving as a tall driver, well, you need to move the seat a little bit up that the feet can be put under the seat there. Other than that, there's still knee room left. So let's take a look at the trunk, electric tailgate. The maximum liter figure is 1,820 liters. I'll soon show you that. First of all, some measuring. So the normal trunk length is about 1 meters 13. Flip the seats electronically, right there, left and also on the right. Here we go, and then you have the maximum setup. Welcome. That is comfort mode, but you already hear some exhaust note, of course. But what about, since it's a performance vehicle, we put it in Sport Plus here. And the exhaust noise is a little louder. Also, when you let off the throttle, then you hear the roaring sound. Sometimes, not always. But interesting is, this suspension here is this AMG Ride Control Plus, but it is based still on the air suspension, and well, it is hard to feel in it because they have made it pretty stiff, so it's not this floating soft air suspension you might know from a normal E-Class with an air suspension. But the E53, or former also the 43, has a suspension setup that is still somehow suitable for everyday driving.
Stauende voraus.
Interesting. So the GPS just told me that there would be the end of a traffic jam ahead. Without I didn't have any GPS route set or something. But that's pretty helpful, There's also this new assistant system they've been introducing now in the recent Mercedes facelift or the new models, that this Tronic, so the adaptive cruise control, already reduced the speed if you're going like really fast, like it's a German thing, sorry, like 150 or something. There's the end of the traffic jam. So it was really good to have the info, but we're getting off here anyway. But really good as for the safety feature. Here now again the acoustic warning from the autonomous emergency braking assistant, which is standard for the vehicle. Maybe just right before the truck. I'll start from 40 and let's go. So that's 200 kilometers or 125 miles per hour. Wow. Felt powerful but refined. And even at about 200, it's still super silent in the car, Wow. Both sedan and estate, they drive the same for sure. The 53 with a diamond pin grille, very beautiful, my favorite front grille. Very elegant exterior, one of my favorite estates. What about you? Interior, super sensual design. Also this dual screen setup looks pretty cool, but they don't have the newest software on there. That's a disadvantage if you pick newer infotainment systems for newer cars, then the older ones always look dated. That's about the same thing with the infotainment system here. But overall, I still like the interior pretty much. even more if you stick with the base sport seats, which will do more in the comfort and also keep the price down. You also have reasonable space on the interior, and of course the Estate has a big advantage to the sedan that you have a more versatile trunk especially. The driving, just superb. The 53 adds a better compromise than the 63. Here you can still somehow balance comfort and sportiness, and the E-Class overall is such a silent ride, such a confident ride, and here with some more sporty fun. And I could score some lower consumption figures later on even. I can give you an update on that. So it seems that this mild hybrid system, yes, it's not like total different world in consumption, but it truly seems to help you, especially like in city driving situations where you can use this recuperation a little bit more. So why not? So considering the powerful performance and also the size of the vehicle, the consumption is still quite decent. Well, so overall, still a really great car, one of the dream estates there is on the market, but the price, I mean, come on. The T model or the Estate here is already a couple of €1,000 more expensive than a normal sedan, so you pay at least, taking German reference price, about €40,000. Then if you go for the E53, that's already doubling the price to 80,000. Wow, I mean, that's not really justifying everything. And then if you go for some more extra specs like the Burmester sound system and some of the infotainment stuff we went here for, wow, €150,000, and that's where my understanding is just ends. I think that's just too expensive. So I can rather recommend you then to go maybe for a smaller petrol engine, not pick everything full spec with the E-Class, and you still already will have a great upper mid-size vehicle. But of course, we can still keep dreaming about this E53. What do you think? Leave me your comments, please. And please also join us at our next Autogefühl episode.